all that fun stuff. So welcome so much. So the first thing I want to ask is, how many of you have seen this 3D foundation from Seint? Give me some hearts or feel free to comment. Or if you, and if you've seen it and wondered about it, what's holding you back from getting a color match? So let me tell you the easiest way to do that. So I'm a Seint with, I'm an artist with Seint Beauty, and I've been doing this for about 2 years. I specialize in color matching the mature woman. I happen to be 53 years old, and I just can't say enough good things about this makeup. And I've been so lucky and so privileged to get to color match so many women that are my age and older. And the easiest way to do that is with a online color match. So when we're done here, if you're interested, you can just click on my profile and right here on Instagram, and there's a link. Click on that link button and it'll take you to several links. On that page, it'll have one that says free color match. You just click that and it'll take you to an online color match form. And what you're gonna wanna do is take a no makeup selfie with your cell phone. This is the easiest way. The best way to do that is like I am right now. I'm actually, there's no light behind me. I've turned off all of the lights in my room. The overhead light is off. There's no lights in this room. And I'm actually standing in front of a window. So this is just natural lighting, no fake lighting, no ring lights, no bright lights. I'm not outside, I'm not in my car. I'm just inside my house in front of a window. So just take your cell phone and take a selfie of yourself facing that naturally lit window. And you can hold your, hold your phone out, maybe arm's length, and just click a photo. If you want to put mascara on and add a little color to your eyebrows, feel free. And then I just want to also let you know that your no makeup selfie, no one's going to see that but me. Okay, so that is used so that I can see your skin tone, any discoloration, any trouble areas that you need help with, and to color correct or conceal. And then lastly, what you'll do on that color match form is answer some questions about yourself and your skin and your makeup needs. Okay, so how many of you have been color matched, either by myself or another artist? Give me some hearts or just comment below if you have and let us know. And if you haven't, let me know if you're going to do that later today with me. I'll keep my eye out for you, okay, in your color match form. So I thought what I would do really quick is just go ahead and get my makeup on for the day, okay? So first things first. This is my 3D foundation. It comes, they're magnetic tins of cream makeup that fit into a compact like this. And you can put eyeshadows in here, setting powder, bronzer, just everything that you possibly want. It's all customizable to your shades and also to your needs of what you want in your makeup palette, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is I am going to do some color correcting or concealing. And a lot of us this age have sunspots or age spots, discoloration. And that is what I have here in my palette is this highlight shade. And we call our foundations highlights, whether it's a color corrector or concealer highlight, a foundation highlight, or a brightener highlight. These are all cream highlights that I use and that I color match my clients to, along with a contour, a cream contour shade. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this color corrector shade. And the first place I like to tap in and put it is underneath my eyes here, especially early in the morning like this, where I've got a lot of discoloration. My eyes are either red or I've got a bunch of melasma. So if you have melasma, dark under eye area, you can use a color corrector shade to kind of help color balance that. I also like to use this shade on my chin down here where I have some broken capillaries, purpley kind of capillaries, and then also I've got some sunspots and age spots, especially this one here that is quite dark and large, and this one is also right in the area where I put my blush and my contour, so I like to kind of just help get a little concealing on that first before I apply my other makeup. So anywhere that you might have redness, discoloration, places that you want to add a little bit of concealer or color correcting, that would be the shade that I would color match you. You will get a shade color match to you that's called like your concealer or color corrector shade. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to contour. And if you've never contoured, don't be afraid. It's really easy and it's a lot of fun, and it can change your bone structure and your face just with a very simple application of some cream contour. So I'm going to use this brush. It's called the detail brush, and it looks like a broom. I'm actually going to brush in and tap into this contour color. So if you have a taller forehead, or you don't wear bangs, or you have a wider face, you can add contour up along your forehead and even down along to your temples. And what this does is this helps to define or lower your forehead so that it doesn't look like you have such a tall forehead, and actually brings your eyes forward a bit, okay? And or by adding some contour along the side of your temples, it can actually give the illusion of a narrow face, a narrow forehead. The next place I like to contour is up underneath my cheekbones. So just taking this contour brush, I'm just tapping and or pressing some contour right, scooping it right up underneath my cheekbone, like that, like a little scoop. And I like to kind of do this kind of scooping shape because I think it instantly gives my cheekbones a bit of a lift. And you just want to start on the outside of your ear, and you can feel where your cheekbone is. Uh-oh, did you lose sound? Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully you gals can hear me. Let me know. Let me know if you can still hear me. So I'm just scooping this up. Robin, let me know if you can hear me talking now. Okay. And I'm just scooping this up underneath my cheekbones, outside of the ear, stopping about the outside of my eye. All right. Robin said she lost sound. So, oh, wonderful. Okay, Robin, kind of maybe move to a different area. I don't know. Might be your internet. Darn it. Okay. The next place I'm going to contour is along my jawline. And I'm not going along the side of my jawline or the side of my face, but I'm actually going to go underneath. So by taking that same brush, brushing it back into the contour, I'm going to just take and brush. Can you see that? I know it's dark in here this morning. Right up along the jawline. And if I get a little bit where I don't need it, I'll blend that in. So that's not a big deal at all. I'm just kind of starting right here. There's already a little bit of a indentation here, so I just kind of start right there, and I just bring it right along my jaw, and you can pull that down, and we will blend all this in. The neat thing is about this cream contour is it actually becomes part of your foundation. So this actually provides coverage and adds to your 3D foundation, and it's going to blend together. So I love that. Let me know too as we go along if you have any questions, and feel free to ask, and I'll also you can also message me too afterwards if you want to. All right, so we contoured, I added color corrector. Now, this is my main foundation shade. This would be the shade that matches your skin tone the closest. And you can apply this in a lot of different ways. You can apply it with your finger, like you can actually dot foundation on. For some gals, this gives them more control. Okay, you can use a brush like this blush and bronzer brush, and this fluffy end you can actually just tap into, just kind of tap and pounce into your color, and then do the same thing on your face. Can you see the color where you just pounce it on like this? Okay. So there's several different ways that you can apply this makeup. You can apply it with your fingers. If it gives you more control, you can apply it with a brush. And that's what I'm doing now is I'm just pouncing. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just dispersing that around and kind of blending it in a bit as I go. Okay, let's put some up here. Oh, I already put some dots up there. But you can see, can you see how quickly that blends and how easily? And then where the contour and that main makeup shade kind of combine, you can actually just tap over it to soften that so that there isn't any harsh lines. So this makeup is really pigmented, so I think the biggest thing that I hear a lot is that maybe sometimes we use too much. We use too much of this makeup. We expect it to be like a liquid or a powder where you just need to lather or slather a lot of makeup on, and you really don't need to, because it's so pigmented that just by not even reloading this brush, but just pouncing and tapping, I'm able to kind of blend this makeup and move it around now that it's warmed up on my face. So that is just basically foundation, concealer, and some contour. Now, we can take it, if you get your contour brushed off too much, you can always add more. So don't feel like you can't layer this makeup. You can, but the other nice thing is that you can get a really natural look just with one layer, and it doesn't have to be heavy or cakey or any of that. So I'm gonna just kind of blend out with the smaller end of this brush where I had applied some on my eyes. Okay. So the next thing, if you want to, is you can add some brightener, or what you might call concealer or highlighter underneath your eyes. And that's what this shade is here. This shade is about 2 shades lighter than my main foundation shade, but it's not really bright and light. It's not over the top, so I like that. I'm just going to use this little tiny brush and pick up a little bit of this brightener shade. And instead of layering a bunch of highlighted or light concealer underneath my eye here, since I'm older, I like to, and most of us now are learning, to just add a bit of this concealer or brightener shade right on the inside of our eye. We tend to get dark there. Out here, on the outside, kind of in a V up here above your cheekbone, the outside of your eye. So what we're doing is we're brightening and we're lifting our eye area, but we're not drawing attention or emphasizing our under eye area where we may have under eye bags or puffiness or under eye darkness. We're leaving that alone with the darker shade that kind of matched. And so I can just now take this brush and just softly pounce over it to soften that a bit. I could even use a smaller brush or even my finger to just pull this shade down. So I'm adding a little bit of brightener to this part of my face just to pull forward. Another place that you can brighten with that brightener shade is just kind of right up here in between your brows, this little triangle, and even just down the bridge of your nose. So you can kind of see how that brightens this area. And that's really it. That's my foundation. It's not a lot of makeup. It's really lightweight. When you're all done, you can just take some setting spray and spray your face, or you can spray it on a big fluffy brush and pounce it over your face. If you like to wear lip and cheek color, definitely do that. Robin, my brightener color here that I use, and I use a lot, is called Candlelit. So the shades I use here are Astoria for my contour, Mango is my color corrector or my darkest highlight shade, my mid-tone or my main highlight or foundation shade is called Sandy, and I like to use this shade here, Candlelit, as a brightener because it's a few shades lighter than my main shade, but it's not super bright, but I still get a little bit of brightness to the center of my face. So our cream lip and cheeks, you can use them on your lips, your cheeks, even some of these colors you can use as eyeshadow. So this color here is called Sandstone, and you can just tap some on right above your contour with your finger. You can apply it with a brush. It's a good color, Robin. I agree. And then you can take that same brush that we were blending our makeup in, the blush and bronzer brush. This is the blush end. And I'm just pouncing over to just soften and blend that color in. Like I say, that color was called Sandstone, and it's one of my favorite colors this time of year. It's a matte, kind of a satin shade. Lots of pigment again in it. Really, really pretty. Looks gorgeous on lips as well. As you can see how pigmented that is. And, you know, if you are not a big fan of like a matte lip, you can mix these like with a glossy, and this one's called Desert Sunset. and you can actually put a glossy over the top in the same or complementary color. So that makes it really easy. Make sure I got that on. All right, so now once you have all of your makeup on, I'm just gonna set this really quick, and I might do a little bit of an eyeshadow look, but if you have any questions for me, let me know. So I like to use this big end of my blush and bronzer brush, and I'll shake up my setting spray. This is a water-based setting spray, and I'll just spritz it on the end of this brush. And it's important that you set cream makeup, especially this cream makeup from Seint, because it does sit on top of your skin. That's what makes it so fabulous, so glowy and creamy and natural. So since it sits on top of your skin, you want to set it with some setting spray, and it's really easy to do. Just like you say, just take and either spray it on, spritz it on a brush, spritz it on like a perfector sponge or a beauty blender, and tap your setting spray over your makeup. So let me know if you have any questions for me. Again, if you haven't been color matched, tell me why, or message me if you're shy and you don't want to say it here. Message me and ask me about getting color matched. It's really easy. You can message me and say, I want to get color matched, and I'll send you a link. Or you can go directly to my profile page that has my picture, and there's a link that says all links, and click on that and it'll take you to my color match link. And it's really easy. Just upload a no makeup selfie, send that in. It's the weekend, great time to do that. And I would love to get you color matched. So much fun. So, you know, you can also get eyeshadows to put inside your compact or your palette. This is a really great shade. This is a newer shade. It's called Versailles. It's one of our highlight shades, and it's a very light color. It kind of has more of a pink undertone, but it's very light. I really love this to use as an eyeshadow primer. So you can pick up just a little bit of this. Again, a little goes a long way. And you can actually use this to prime your eyelids. And by doing that, just pounce it out because you don't need a whole lot. This is going to make my eyeshadow really pop when I go to apply my eyeshadows. And like all of our makeup, when I say they are super pigmented makeup, I am not joking, including the eyeshadows. They have so much pigment in them that you'll be so surprised how long they last and how beautiful the color is. And so I'll just put a little bit of eyeshadow on. This is just a really pretty neutral color. It's called Stay Golden. And I'll just put some on my lid here, just right over the top of that Versailles highlight that I used as a primer. As you can see, that really helps the color go on nice and smooth. And the powder then from this matte eyeshadow is actually going to help set that primer as well. So really easy, super easy. I'm just going to do just a really neutral eye, just a little bit of color on my lids, nothing too fancy for the weekend. But I wanted to just come on live this morning and chat with you about the 3D foundation and encourage you to get color matched if you haven't done that with an artist yet. And if you're comfortable with me and you connect with me, I would love to connect with you as well. So have a great day. I look forward to getting your color match form today or tomorrow, and enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching and joining me. Bye.